Hi friends, it's Maria. I'm here to show you 3 new journals I just finished. I love these fabrics. I was in Tuesday Mornings and they had like a little bundle of 12 by 12 fabric and in these colors, and I just had to have it. I saw journals all over them. So they're fabric covers, soft. It's a soft cover journal. It has little eyelets with seam binding, and if you see, there's like little lace peeking out here and there, a little bit of lace on the edges. So sweet. So there's one of this fabric, and then there are 2 with this. So I'm going to go through them, and I'm going to try to stay in frame here. So I tried to make these very plain. I've been very inspired by Ruby and Pearl XO, so a lot of my inspiration was from her. I have these little fabric pockets that match the front, and I made a little piano paper tag with some seam binding and a little index card with some blue papers. And there's some digitals. This is one of Ruby and Pearl's digitals, as is this. So she has a new design team that does, I think it's called Ruby Tuesdays. And on Tuesdays, they put out a design team project. And this was from Heather, one of the design team. And she made these little magnet, like journaling cards. Can you hear the little magnet snap together? And it just sits over a page. So it's a journaling card that is sitting over a dictionary page, and it just has like a little flap to hold it down on the other side. And the inside of it is journaling space. So love those. They came out so sweet. This has, can you see the embossing? I embossed half the page on this tea-stained paper. So it's, here's some watercolor paper that I put some blue watercolor paint on. This is some old music paper. This is just a little, again, the polka dots are inspired by Ruby and Pearl. It's like, I want to have all the same supplies that she has. I have some little tags you could use throughout the journal, and then another little journaling card. All 3 of these journals have the same elements. So if I made like one of these for this journal, I also made it for the other 2. So they are very similar. So this one I'll show you in depth, and the others I'll just kind of go through pretty quickly. So this is little grid paper. It has a little Amity Bloom tag. And this is just an index card with a little piece of that patterned paper that matches. This is drawing paper that's also embossed on the top. This is some antique paper that I had gotten at an antique store, and I put a little Tim Holtz waterflower die cut with some washi. This is from an old book page, and that is the center of the journal. This is just a little fold out with a little Tim Holtz clip on it. This page just folds out, and I just tucked in a little postcard that matches, that you could use for a journal cover and another journal if you want, or just use it in this for some journaling space. And the little clip holds it there. This is a little flip out. This is also inspired by Ruby and Pearl. She would take just like little scrap papers, put them together with little rosettes and some trim there. So put that there. All of the books have a piece of handmade paper that you could use. You know, you could cut it or rip it to use throughout the journal if you wanted. And there's a little tag. So very plain. I tried not to over decorate this one. Here's some beautiful vintage music. There's a pink guest check in there and a little journaling card with a lace tab and on an index card. This is just a little bit of that polka dot. I'm going to call it my Ruby tool because it's just from her. And I had gotten this beautiful blue rosette trim on Etsy that I added to hold that down. I did some edge punching. This is beautiful trim that I had used. It had the periwinkle blue, so I added it to this journal to give it a little bling. Dictionary pages painted, so you could do some writing on it. This is a little fabric pocket. It's like a cotton, it was a runner, a little cotton runner for a table. And I put 2 little journaling cards in there. This also has the tool and a little rosette. And this is the last page. So in all of the journals, it has the same fabric pockets. I put a little journaling card, and then it has this little goodie bag. So in this bag, I put a flashcard. I put in all of them the same thing. It has 3 little die cuts. It has a vintage, or it may even be an antique, tea card. I'm not sure, is it a tea card or sometimes they're coffee cards? But every one of them has that. It has some tickets, a watercolor die cut that I had painted. It has some Amity Bloom tags and other tags that I had stuffed in. So all 3 journals has the same little pouch with some things to use throughout your journal. And then that's the back cover. I left the covers very plain, just the white seam binding. So that's the first one. The second 2 are going to be very similar. You're going to see the same elements in them. So I'm just going to go through them real quick. Maybe just a few little variations. This one, one difference is I put a little lace butterfly on that one. This one has really beautiful part of that vintage runner. And this one, instead of the rosettes, I put a little butterfly on it, but same little scrap papers. This one is has a little flip out with the periwinkle trim, which is so gorgeous. This has some of those little tags and a little journaling card. There's the Tim Holtz die cut, and on the back is the flip out with a postcard and little embossed paper there. It's a little pocket here. There's that polka dot with the blue trim. This is the embossed tea paper, and this is the little magnet card for this one. And it just snaps together. And that's the inside. And it just sits right over the edge of the page. Love that image. This is embossed paper. This is the embossed drawing paper. And there's the little goodie bag and the journaling card in the back. And the last one is this one. This fabric reminds me of my mom. My mom loved that, all the blues. She loved anything with these blues in it. So there's the same tags in the front. A lot of Ruby and Pearl printables. So I will definitely link her shop below, as well as her design team tutorial that the other Heather had done for these little magnet page foldovers. It's the embossed paper here. It's all embossed. And I love this one. It has a little girl on it playing tennis. Some embossed paper. And that's the inside. And it just clips on the side of the page. And this is the little ruffle with the blue trim. A little journaling card with the tickets. Vintage paper from a book, floral book. Two little journaling cards here. This is the little fold out with the little scraps and little rosettes. A little piece of embossed paper there. There's a flip out. There's the guest check and the handmade paper and the tag. Here's the vintage postcard with the little clip. There's the embossed tea stained paper. Can you see that? Here's that beautiful cotton pocket with the beautiful embroidery on it. And here's the tag and the goodie bag. Okay, so all very similar. I'm going to put them up in my Etsy shop, hopefully today, but if not, very soon. And I hope you love them. And I hope you write and make them even more beautiful. Have a great day. Happy spring. This is very spring to me. And I hope this spring brings you lots of peace and love. Have a great day. Bye.